The Australasian Tour's biggest event, the Australian Open, continues to attract some of the world's biggest names, and this year is no different. Jordan Spieth has become a regular visitor, and we joined the 2014 champion at the Royal Sydney course to reflect on another successful season on the PGA Tour, including victories in the Tournament of Champions in Hawaii and the Colonial Classic in his home state of Texas.
Really good season. I thought the second half of the year, I was a little disappointed with my performance. But all in all, that happens. You go on rises and dips, and it's about figuring out, how to get back on the rise.
Since climbing to #1 on the world rankings and becoming golf's newest star, Spieth has been juggling a hectic schedule both on and off the course. By his own admission, he went into 2016 not as well rested as he'd have liked, and made sure that didn't happen again.
It's really nice to have a 6-week off season. Last year I had 2.5 weeks, a couple different times, and that's it. This time I was able to actually hang the clubs up for a few weeks. I feel renewed. I feel, mentally in a great place right now, going into the end of this year, into next year.
And that certainly sounds like a message to send fear into the hearts of his rivals. He took the same 6-week break ahead of his record-setting year in 2015. Spieth says he's also learned to manage lofty expectations, which perhaps weighed him down after nearly winning all 4 major championships that season.
It was just the second half of the year that I would say, I maybe tried just a bit too hard, didn't let it come to me, was getting a little frustrated with the lack of first place finishes, I guess. 2015, you have to have the right breaks at the right time while getting yourself in the right position. So it takes the skill, but it also takes, a bit of fortune to close out tournaments, that often and in the way we did. So, if you win 5 times a year for the amount of time I expect to be on tour, I'll have more than Tiger. So when I look at things in a long-term view instead of just comparing to 15, that's when I'm really positive about the year and really positive going forward. And that's most important for me to do right now.
History will show 2016 was a good year for the long hitters. Dustin Johnson won the US Open, his 3rd WGC, and was voted Player of the Year. And Rory McIlroy dominated the playoffs with 2 wins en route to his first FedEx Cup. Yet Jordan doesn't plan on changing his approach in pursuit of a few extra yards.
It's a dangerous game going out searching for distance, and I'm not looking to play that game because I don't think I need to. I hit the ball well further than average on tour. There's a few guys at the top that hit the ball further than I do, for sure, but you can certainly make up for it in other parts of the game.
There's another very important reason for that extra spring in the Texans' step. Jordan is a passionate fan of the National Football League's Dallas Cowboys. They currently have the best record in the NFL, and expectations of glory days to come are growing day by day.
When the Cowboys are playing well, the city of Dallas is just rocking. It's just a different vibe. Texas is just a huge football state. I've been quieter on social media this year about it. I've been kind of just like, let's let them just do their thing, and come Super Bowl time, if they go through the process and make it there, then we can go nuts, because there's a lot of guys, most people aren't Cowboys fans.
The Spieth clan are no strangers to elite sporting success. His mother, Chris, played college basketball. His father, Sean, college baseball. And now his younger brother, Stephen, is starring on Brown University's basketball team.
Cool to see what he's doing. Obviously, I'm his biggest fan. Actually, my sister's probably his biggest fan. I'm second biggest. But I'm going to get up and see at least one game, if not a couple. He works hard and has really loved it, and he's taken a leadership role this year on the team as a senior. And he's at a very difficult school, too, and doing well in school. So really proud of him. It's awesome.
As one of golf's most recognizable faces, the 2015 FedEx Cup champion gets many opportunities to travel the world and play outside the PGA Tour. All in all, it adds up to a pretty good life for a 23-year-old. And Jordan Spieth seems to appreciate just how fortunate he is.
Why not, if you have the opportunity when you're young to go travel around the world and experience these cultures, and that kind of shapes you as a person too, recognizing in your little bubble at home, that's not the way the world is, and you can kind of see, put things in perspective a little bit on where I live versus where other people live, their cultures, their religion, their politics, whatever it may be.